Hey everybody, welcome to Dad Describes. Today we are going to be talking about 5 things that you can do to help improve conditions in your marriage. Before we get started, feel free to hit that subscribe button below. My number 5 recommendation would be to check out a book called The 5 Love Languages by the author Gary Chapman. This book covers that as we grow up, that we give and receive love very specific to who we are and our upbringing. So as an example, if you have the love language of gift giving, you will, with your partner, to express love, you will buy gifts. You will, presents. You shower them with presents. And if you have somebody that, say for example, their love language is that acts of service, for them, they really love, like, say, chores being done around the house, dishes done, sweeper done, laundry. So in that relationship, the gift giver could be giving a Lamborghini to their partner and thinking that they're expressing love in quite a significant way. But if that person receives love through acts of service, they're going to be far more concerned with how the dishes are going to be done. For them, that's expressing love on a much deeper connection than that Lamborghini ever would. So this book helps identify how you give and receive love in your relationship, marriage, the best way for you to be able to fine-tune in and really make an impact with your relationship, so that you and your spouse know best how to show, give, and receive love. Number 4, treat your spouse how you would like your own children to be treated by their future spouses. This one is actually a recommendation from my own wife. Our kids are always watching us, and they are learning, and they're going to be held up by our own hang-ups of my family or your family, and they're going to be looking at how you treat your partner every day. So if you're treating your partner crummy, they are much more likely to treat their future spouse crummy, and they're going to be expecting to be treated that same way by their future spouse. So it sets the bar and standard of how your kids, what they're going to likely put up with. This overall, I think, is a decent perspective change on how we view our spouses. And that, for me, I have to keep in mind that my spouse isn't my enemy. So much of movie and TV and comedy sitcoms will have a relationship set up where the married couple are at odds, and that's true, but we're not enemies. That's the closest person to me. So overall, it's a team mentality, and your children are watching. Number 3, marriage counseling. I'm not a professional marriage counselor. Sometimes you're going to have issues in your marriage that you're going to need to go in and have somebody be a referee on and help try to straighten out the stuff that you got going on. This is so stigmatized, and it shouldn't be. If you need marriage counseling, or you think you need marriage counseling, or you just want a checkup, really consider this something like going to the doctor's office and getting your vaccinations or your flu shot. If it's been a while, you might want to go in, check it out, work on some issues, get under the hood, change the oil, do some regular marriage maintenance, and it might just preventatively help straighten out some issues that are creeping up on you. And believe me, a little bit of counseling is a lot cheaper than trying to go through a divorce or a divorce settlement. You don't want to go there. Your family's important. If your spouse doesn't want to go to marriage counseling, you can still go yourself. So be open to it. Be open. If your spouse wants to go, it's healthy for you. Number 2, lower the toxic in your relationship. If you caught at the beginning, I said create the conditions to help improve your marriage. If you think of this as soil, you go out and you could put good nutrients in it because you're wanting to plant something and see it grow in a healthy way. But if you've got toxic in your marriage and you're dumping gasoline into that soil, it doesn't matter how many nutrients you are if you are poisoning the soil. For example, social media. There's a lot of people who go on social media and they look at a number of other marriages and relationships, and they get this curated version of what life is supposed to be like. And your life doesn't look anything like that. And to be honest, neither does the people you're comparing your marriage to. So if you're seeing a contentment issue in your marriage, gauging it off of relationships around you or these curated glass boxes of what you see on social media, don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to your family or your marriage. You need to really be careful of the toxic discontentment in it. For many guys in our day and age, this is also a big topic, in that men tend to view explicit content online that is proven to be bad for mental health. It is also pouring gasoline on the fire in your marriage. If you're having this issue in your marriage, you need to figure out how to get away from it. This is also breeding discontentment and animosity in your family, and it's going to be really hard to really appreciate and value your spouse if you are hooked into this type of content. Overall, just get the stuff out of your home, figure out a way to put a filter on your phone or your internet so that you're not viewing it and you're not giving your kids access to view it when your back is turned. And the number one thing you can do to help improve the conditions in your marriage is, in my opinion, read the Bible together every day if you can. And you don't even have to read it now. There's this great app called the Holy Bible by YouVision in the App Store that you can get, and it's got a read feature, and you can have it read the Bible to you. My wife and I like to listen to 2 or 3 chapters a day. We've gone through the entire Bible once, and we're on our second spin through. And the Bible is a great plumb line or cornerstone for your marriage, specifically because it is a neutral referee on these number of items are good for a family and a relationship, and these number of items are things that will tear your relationship down. The Bible holds no punches back, and it serves as a way to give you stories and illustrations about messed up families that do terrible, horrible, broken things to each other. And it's a good examples of what not to copy. So there's a good morality level that it can help you in your marriage. And I know you're thinking, the Bible. But think of it this way. If I told you that there was some ancient texts that were 3,000 years old that held all of this vast information, antiquity, and you have to go through some great adventure to get it, you would want to get a hold of that. And that's the Bible. So give it a chance, check it out. I would start with the New Testament, read through that, and then work through the Old. Listen, your marriage is important because when we have strong marriages, we have strong families. And when you have strong families in a neighborhood, you have strong neighborhoods. Strong neighborhoods make strong cities and communities and counties, and you're more apt to have businesses that want to locate, and all of a sudden the nation and things that work are centered around the family. The family is the basic building block of culture and society. You can't have it without strong families. Your culture is either going up or down dependent upon that. So your marriage matters, your spouse matters. don't be afraid to tackle marital issues. If you like this content, again, feel free to go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button below. And thank you for watching Dad Describes.